FightHype.com here with my man Alex Ariza. Alex, you guys are just coming off a victory for Thomas Dulorme. Tell me what you thought about the performance.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. With a fighter like that, it's hard because they sit there and they don't try to counter punch you. They wait on you, and he kind of just sat there and just took a lot of shots. Hi, Mike. So, you know, I mean, it was our first. It's been a while since he's been in there, so it was a good warm up. It was good to get in there, and he took a lot of shots. But I mean, to Thomas Dulorme, it's the first time that Jones has ever been stopped. So something out of it.
Well, I mean, you got the stoppage victory. I mean, are you pleased with the statement that he made? I mean, like you said, it's been a while since he's been in the ring, so.
I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
A lot of work to do still.
But you're probably more highly critical though, because you know what he can do, and you're close to him.
It's just it's hard. It's like I was telling him, he's not going to open up for you. It's hard to get shots. You know, he covered up well. He had good, you know, and he took some good shots, some hard shots. And, but it's hard when, like, you know, Thomas was trying to get him to engage and open up, and so they can trade shots back and forth. It just wasn't working out. So I mean, he did the best that he could do.
Yeah. Do you feel like, you know, you at least made the type of statement to say, hey, Thomas Dulorme is back. You guys may have forgotten about him, but you know, he's here to make some noise in the division.
Hey, I hope that, you know, it's hard for me to say. You know, I think, you know, you got to ask what do you think?
I think he did. I mean, you know, to have a stoppage win against a guy, and you guys got this fight on late notice, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people may have been counting him out, you know, just because of the performances against Terrence Crawford and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely a name that's back in the mix.
Yeah, so, you know, we got a lot of work to do. Take a couple of weeks off, get right back in the gym, and keep working. You know, I think it was his first fight back at 147.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we got to get him accustomed to that, get him bigger, get him stronger, and get him more confident that he can throw 50, 60 punches around. He started letting loose. I mean, he started opening up, throwing a lot of punches, picking it up. So once he gets that confidence that he can just keep throwing punches all night, then I think we'll start seeing better.
Let me ask you, are you pleased with the team's performance? And I only ask that because you guys are doing it a little bit differently than the traditional route. You know, I mean, you're pretty much handling all the conditioning and everything like that. And for the most part, you guys just have a mitt guy, right? Working with him?
No, we're kind of trying to innovate something into the sport, something that, you know, I feel that boxing is kind of, we're getting left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is progressing and evolving and moving forward, and we're not.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I want to kind of bring more of the mainstream concepts to it. So I hired a defensive mitt guy, an offensive mitt guy, and that way that it's inconceivable for one person to know everything. You know, I mean, we saw Amir Khan was susceptible to left hands. We never broke that habit, and he got knocked out by the left hand. I mean, I wasn't there, but Manny kept getting hit by right hands. He never got, and then finally he got hit and got knocked out. So if you don't have a guy that can sit there and say, hey, I want to break those bad habits. I want to change these things, but you've got to have certain eyes. If one guy doesn't see it and another guy sees it, it's easy for him to sit there and speak up.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have head trainers. I have coaches. We're all coaches, and you know, just like in football or baseball, you have offensive coaches, defensive coaches, and guys that practice on angles and footwork. You know, things like that. So you know, you can't have one guy doing everything, because I think we see the decline of fighters. It's too consistent every day. The same thing is redundant, and we're not changing anything. So we're not evolving.
Do you feel more comfortable working in this environment as opposed to before, where, you know, I mean, obviously you work with Freddie Roach and guys like that, so.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not about egos. If one coach sees another one and he says, hey, listen, man, he's pulling back, or he's moving too much to, you know, he's moving to his left too much, he's going into the right hand, I gotta have another coach to tell the other coach, hey, get him to go the other way. So it's you know, I can't have that Hollywood, you know, prima donna bullshit. You know what I mean? I can't have it, because the fighter suffers. So if I'm not bringing better guys to sit there, you know, experts, then I'm not doing. Then, you know, we're not helping the fighter. You know, one person can't take all the credit. It's just not going to fly. So, you know, Terry and I, you know, Terry, she's been with me for 8 years.
Of course.
You know, we handle that stuff. You know, we get the numbers and we focus on that, and the boxing guys will do the boxing. But I want to coordinate everything, and I want to make sure that nobody gets to.
All right. Last question, Alex. Obviously, you guys got the win. What's next for Thomas? Like, do you want to see him in with, you know, a marquee name right now, or do you want to see him get like another, you know, just another fight just to get his feet wet?
I'd like to jump in there right away. I don't care if it's a marquee name or not.
Okay.
You know, that's the problem. You know,
activity.
It's activity. Yeah. You know, I don't believe in ring rust and stuff like that. But you know, you got to keep going. You got to stay active.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you know, it was you know, this thing went longer than it should have went. So you know, take a couple of weeks off, and get back to the grind, and talk to Floyd, and see, you know, hopefully put us somewhere. I don't care who, anyone, but we got to get back. I want to be active, and that, you know, anytime you spend that much time out of the ring, you're going to be hesitant. So you know, I saw a little bit of it. You know, too much thinking. So I want him to. But it's, you know, it's like you said, I couldn't get the guy to come back. He was just staying there, but.
Hey, all that matters, you got the win, baby.
No, that's it. It's just it. I don't want to just get the win.
Well, I know you don't.
Just winning doesn't get the fans.
You're gonna
gotta get the fans.
Well, but you got the stoppage.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean,
I know.
It may not have been, but you got the stoppage, and it's on to the next one.
Yeah, I got to get 100 punches around. The crowd was into it when he was letting his hands go. They like it. You know, they like that inside fighting. That's not really his style, but that was the only thing that was available. So that's not what we trained for. But.
Alex, I appreciate you letting me creep in here. They're getting their little party on back there, Thomas. Getting dressed, suited and booted, looking good.